Hey friends, welcome to my laptop. You should have gotten an email this week about the one and only program you cannot live without as a photographer, and that is Lightroom. I'm going to show you kind of like my process and then like my three favorite things that Lightroom does that saves me time and makes my little organizational heart happy. So, I'm going to show you exactly what I do um, from start to finish so that you can see, and hopefully this helps when you're doing Lightroom. Okay, so I have Lightroom Classic Cc, and this is the Lightroom that you want. This is the software program. It's $9.99 a month. It also comes with Photoshop, but as you can see, I do not use Photoshop, but that's kind of like the Adobe package that you get. Or the Creative Cloud package, I should say. So this is the one you want. It's like the baby blue, and this is what it looks like, and it's called Adobe Lightroom Classic CC. I don't recommend that you use Lightroom CC because that is the app version, and it does like a completely different set of things. But if you want all the bells and whistles that Lightroom offers, the Classic CC is what you want. So I'm going to open it. This is what it looks like. And then it's probably going to show you this is the last thing that I edited. So, but I'm not going to use this catalog. And a catalog is just the Lightroom that you're using for your shoot. Okay. So I want to open up a brand new catalog because I want to edit a completely new shoot. And I do this for every single wedding, every single session. I open up a brand new catalog. So I'm going to go to File, New Catalog, and then it's going to say, cool, what would you like to name this catalog? And so I'll just put Lightroom tutorial, and then, hold on, let me do this. Lightroom tutorial, and then I'll always label it as Lightroom. That way, when it's saved onto my desktop as a folder, I'll know that this is a Lightroom catalog. So I'll do create. Here it is, Lightroom tutorial, Lightroom. And then it comes up a brand new, nothing in it, no photos, nothing's happening. It's brand spanking fast, and it won't be bogged down by other images that you have. So the next thing that I do is I click import. Okay. And then it's going to come up like, this is what I think you want, but like, no, this is like that wedding that I have. So what I'm going to do is drag. So I made like a folder of just like an engagement session with a few images. So I'm going to drag Lightroom tutorial raw images here, drag and drop. There they go. That's all I did. I'm going to click add up here. And then over here, this is one of my favorite settings. You'll see on the right hand side, it says apply during import. I want to apply my BBP signature preset. That way it's one less thing that I have to do to the image once it's imported. So I drag and drop the raw files that I want. I'm going to make sure this is selected, which once you do it the first time, it automatically is going to be there. So I don't even have to worry about that anymore. So I drag it and drop it, and then I literally just do import. So whenever I import my photos and they come over here, they're already going to be that much more edited because my preset is already applied. Okay, so here they are. The preset's already applied. I'm going to click this picture, and then I'm going to go over to develop. Okay, so as you can see, I haven't edited this picture yet, but it already did the first part of my preset. Okay, so the next thing that I think is super cool about Lightroom is that you can batch edit, which means I can edit this one picture and then sync the settings to other pictures that are in the same lighting situation. Okay, and I'll show you how I do that. So I'm going to quickly edit this picture. I thought it was a little bit too bright, so I'm going to bring it down. I'm going to crop it. I think I'm going to bring up a couple whites just to brighten the image, give it a little bit more pop. Bring up the blacks just a bit, and then bring down the shadows. Cool. Okay. I'm also going to bring down the pinks because I find that it's a little pink. There we go. Okay. So I'm done with this image, but then I come down and I'm like, oh, look, here are some more images that are like basically in the same light. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press Command on my MacBook, Command, and then I'm going to select these images that are basically the same type of lighting situation. Okay, so I'm going to do that one more time. Okay, so I'm going to select the picture that I did edit. Here's the one that I edited. It's all ready to go. I'm going to press Command and then click on these other 3 images that are kind of in the same lighting. I'm going to go over here and click Sync. Okay, now it's going to say, what all do you want to sync? I basically want to sync everything except for crop because I like to kind of crop each picture separately. You could totally press crop, but I usually leave this out. So I'm going to click sync, and then you can watch these. If you saw that, they're edited just like the edited picture that I did that one time. So this feature saves me so much time. That way, all I have to do now is go to these individual images and basically just make sure that it's straight and cropped, and I don't have to fool with editing the image again. So that's like another cool, or actually, let's just be honest, that's like my favorite thing that Lightroom does is batch edit. So then I just go make sure that when it's synced, I still like the edit. So I just double check it. Now I feel like this one is a little bit pinker, so I'm going to change the white balance and then crop, and then I'm done. I don't have to go and do like the same little, basic panel fixes that I did with the first one. I edited the first one. I did Command, select, 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 and then I went over to sync. Okay, so that is the second most awesome thing that Lightroom does. The last one is just my personal preference on like what I do for organization. So let's just pretend this is like 100 images, and I only want to maybe blog or sneak peek maybe half of that. Okay, so what I do is I'm like, oh, I love this image. I'm gonna press B on my keyboard, and it's going to add it to the quick collection. Okay, so I'm going to go over, and I'm like, oh, this one has to go in the blog. I'm going to press B, and then it adds to the quick collection. I'm like, oh, this one's beautiful, even though it's not, I haven't edited it yet. Let me just do it real quick. It's a little blue. Up that. And then it's a little dark, so I'm going to up the exposure, up the whites. Okay, and let's just be like, ooh, I love this. I want it in my quick collection for the blog. I'm going to press B, and it's added to the quick collection. That way, when I go to the library and I click quick collection, my favorites are right here. And then I only have to export these. Okay? So that's how I organize like my blog photos from like the rest of the gallery. It's like another way to cull. Like I'm culling the images that I kept and I'm picking the best of the best. So let's pretend like, okay, I want to sneak peek these. Okay, here's my full gallery, but I picked my 3 favorites and I only want to sneak these. So I'm going to export these. So I'm going to go to Edit, Select All. Okay, so just these are selected, not all photographs. It only selected the quick collection because I'm in the quick collection folder. Okay, so I clicked Edit, Select All, and now I'm going to do Export. Okay, all of this is done. The only thing I have to change is what I'm going to call their folder. So I'm going to just do tutorial JPEG. And then I'm going to click export, and there it goes. It's going to export onto my desktop the file name that I chose it to be. And that is it. Those are like my 3 favorite things about Lightroom: the import preset, the sync, the batch edit where you can sync, and then the quick collection. It kind of organizes my full gallery into a smaller little folder that I can just edit these and then export them. And another like easy thing, like let's pretend that I accidentally added an image to quick collection that I want to take out. All you have to do is click B again and it's gone. Okay, so let me go to select none. Okay, I'm going to go to my quick collection. Go to my quick collection. Let's say I want this one out. I'm going to click B. There it goes. Remove from quick collection. And that's it. And it's super easy. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you here, tutorial JPEG. Here it is. Open. And here we go. Here they are. So it's super simple. And there's so many things that Lightroom does. Those are the 3 favorites that I had put into our email. And that is it. If you have any questions at all about anything that I talked about in the video, just comment below and we'll chat.